Shalom. First off, I want to start up by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh. That's all praises to the world calls God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem in the name, Yahushai being the name of the only begotten Son. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace and mercy to the overlake. Preaching this word in truth and sincerity on the brother Tazabah, the Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Lord will, with another video to edify. And I don't know what I'm going to label this yet, but ultimately, right, the so-called nigger woman, the N-dub, the double B, right, they've been out of order so long that now it's starting to hit them that, like the scriptures say, they walk forward with stretched forth necks. They've been so proud. Now that pride is starting to set in that nobody wants them. Even these other nations don't want you for anything but some box. And you've destroyed that once union or any semblance of a union that you have with your own people, that now you're out there by yourself. So I'm going to play this. We get into this and Lord will it all be edifying.
Because when I walked in, it was packed. And what do you think I saw? What do you think I saw?
What did you see?
Exactly what I thought I was going to see.
What?
80 women sitting alone. No men in sight. None. I saw so many black women try to solve a problem in dating by starting to host events in person, trying to create third spaces to facilitate dating like offline. And you know what would happen every single time? The men were not signing up. They would be selling tickets to speed dating, and they would always end up with men's tickets on sale. Always, because they weren't buying it, right? Not one single man sent their profile in. And mind you, this is an account that has well over 100,000 followers. It's just time to stop. It's time to stop. They have made it very loud and clear.
And here's why I think we're doomed to be single for the rest of our lives.
We think that we've actually hit rock bottom.
I get hate for this, but whatever. I approached a black man this week at like a dating event, and he was not interested in me, and that by itself is like not a great story, right? I tried to shoot my shot, he was not interested, I moved on. But immediately after I walked away from this man, he went up to a group of 5 white women and he introduced himself to all of them. And then I kind of observed out like the corner of my eye for the rest of the evening, this man was only going up and talking to different white women. Later that night, another very attractive black man came in, the exact same thing, only talked to the white women that were in the room. There were maybe 6 or 7 black women throughout. And I could tell, I would look over at the black women occasionally, they would be looking, we would all be observing the same thing. We're all thinking the same thing, right? And as someone who has reviewed a bunch of different like dating events, I have seen this play out so many times where you walk into a room, the black women are looking for other black men and the black men are not looking for black women.
Hey, Jake checked out. Just like the Lord checked out on Israel as a whole for a long time. Because of what? Scriptures talk. Let me find this one, man. Paramours. Ezekiel. Where is it? 23 and 20. It says, I started 19. It says, yet she multiplied her whoredoms and calling to remember the days of her youth, wherein she played the harlot in the land of Egypt. And the woman, the nigger woman, specifically has played the harlot in Babylon the Great, man. This is that new Egypt. Right? They didn't go for the tribes. They sat there and put on movies over and over again. How they wanted a white man. But then as soon as Jake started fucking with the white woman, then they had a problem with it. They disrespected the man, all that stuff. So now we're in a time where you're going to lament, you're going to mourn. It says, for she doted upon their paramours, whose flesh is as the flesh of asses, whose issue is like the issue of horses. Beastly ass people. And this is what the woman went for, and she shitted on her own. Like, these women have been told over and over again how they act is not appropriate. They don't do this with Esau. When they get what Edom might do, they won't do it. And now they sat here and gone into these spaces that fucked with all these bottom shelf brads. And then the bottom shelf brads end up fucking flipping on them and beating the hell out of them. And then they come back to the space to sit here and try to say, where the black man at? Where the black man checked? The so-called black man checked out. We're not black men. We're Israelites. But now is the time where all this stuff, the hens are coming home to roost. And a lot of you women are out there without any protection. And this is the time of great humbling, man. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 32. It says, I'll start at 33. It says, the virgin shall mourn having no bridegroom. The women shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. Because Jake ain't choosing you no more, man. Even as this stuff grows, when Jacob's trouble starts hitting off, you think they gonna start looking at y'all as a means they gonna go right to the northern kingdom. And even in the northern kingdom, there's issues there. It's not as bad as Judah, but man, still issues there, bro. But they're in a position where now they're mourning because they don't have any bridegroom. Nobody wants them. Nobody's trying to take them up. And Jake is going to go with all the heathen in the world because it's a safer pick than dealing with like it says, it's better play house. Let me get this. This is Keep House, that's what it is. This is can't remember if it's Psalms or Proverbs. Yeah, here it is. Sirach 25:16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. And this is the so-called black woman. She's been the most wicked. She's done the most harm. She has done the most harm. And now we're in a time now where everybody sees her as the issue, and she still hasn't labored herself as the issue. How do you go to multiple events and not one nigga fucking with you? I mean, a nigga woman could have all the body in the world. She could be fine. She got a nice little chocolate color. It don't matter, man. She can even have a little soft look in her eye. But as soon as you deal with her, as soon as you see it, you might want it, and then what? Your better senses kick in. And you start seeing the nightmare that what that relationship would more than likely be. So in a time where the Lord is making a man more precious than fine, let's get that. Let's get it, man. This is Isaiah 13 and I'll start at 9. It says, behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel, both wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the center thereof out of it. Right? For the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened and is going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Because what? There's going to be thermonuclear missiles creating those mushroom clouds, blocking out the fucking the skies. I will punish the world for their evil, the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And part of those that are arrogant are you women, man. And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Right? I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even the golden wedge of Ophir. And the man it is talking about is the Israelite man. Yo, bros that got this truth, man, that you keeping the word, you ain't turning into no Alazar. You ain't moving like no General Yohana. You ain't acting like no Bishop Nathaniel. You just keeping it low profile, humble, meek, like the scriptures say to do. You a special soul, man. There's nothing compared to you. There's nothing compared to you, man. The Lord had equated us into his jewels. If we be those men. Right? That's a special thing. The Lord said he would give himself. Jeremiah 5 and 5, it says, I will get me unto the great men. I will speak unto them, for they have known the way of Yahweh and the judgments of their power. But these have altogether broken the yoke and burst the bonds. So the Lord is going to get himself to the great men. For bros that had his truth, you ain't no average person. You're not. You can't be. You can't be, man. Just the sheer amount of stuff the Lord put you through just to build you up and for you not to turn against the Lord. We've seen men come in and turn against the Lord because it was hard. The Lord put a special spirit in a man that was able to sit here and bear the indignation of the Lord in humility and learn and grow at the same time, man. So this is the time where we start coming up. Don't give your power to no fucking woman. All right? None of them. You get with a woman, it's about you. All right? If she's doing you right, all right, do her right. But if she ain't moving the right way, it's about you. You're the one who's doing what's right. You're the one serving the Lord. She's not. She serves you. So just move with humility. Let them bug out if they bugging out. And the Lord will make everything else pan into order, man. But, man, this is the time where the Lord is doing his thing, man. The man is coming up. We're in a time where men have locked in and they see the bullshit these women have done and they're going down, man. But bro, this is a beautiful time, man. This is the situation that we needed for Isaiah 4:1 to kick in, and you know it's getting even more intense, right? Because it says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. To go from what you gonna do to me to hey, I'll take care of myself. I just want your name. Just put your name on me. Let me be your woman. I don't care what you got going on. I'll help. That's the day we coming to, man. And as hell starts increasing and these women don't have no covering, the value of real men are going to shoot up. Because there's too many weak, effeminate men out here, even of those that call themselves Israel. So, bros, you are the most valuable thing in this earth, man. Right? Lord, let me get this, man. Micah 3:11, it says, I'll start at 9. It says, ye are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house, and prove me now whether, say Yahweh of hosts, I will open up the windows of heaven and pour out you a blessing, that there should not be room enough to receive it. And this is what we do when we bring out these lessons, right? We're paying those tithes back, man. We're in debt. We should have been serving the Lord from our birth. But bros are coming in, you coming out of the world, right? Now you trying to move it the right way. You thinking about your brother within your walk, right? Not only you paying physical tithes, but you're paying towards what the spiritual tab, right? And the Lord is starting to pour out a blessing, man. Yeah, we catching hell, man. But that spirit is increasing. Bros are getting more understanding. That your severity is growing. Your understanding, right? It says, verse 11. It says, and I will rebuke the devourer for your sake, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground, neither shall your vine cast their fruit before the time in the field. Say Yahweh of hosts, and all nations shall call you blessed, for ye shall be delightsome in the land. Wait. Am I missing something? Oh, verse 7 here. I got to read down. Delightsome in the land. It says, your words have been stout against me, say Yahweh. You know what? I'm going to jump down. I don't know why I went up that high. It says, verse 16, it says, then they that feared Yahweh spoke often one to another, and Yahweh hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared Yahweh and that thought upon his name. right? We have a remembrance in heaven. The Lord looks down on what we're doing in meekness, right? Suffering all type of stuff and still trying to find, a way to study, a way to think upon righteous things, a way to get over how we feel, to make sure we fulfill the Lord's lot. Man, it's not easy, right? It says, and they shall be mine, said Yahweh of hosts, and that day when I make up my jewels, I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. You see, the Lord is making up his jewels, man. Where are those precious stones? Those lively stones, man. Not every soul can get this truth. You come to realize that the longer you be in, man, because there's no amount of breakdown and coming in a nice way to a dude that never, a woman or a man that never had any correlation with the Lord, man. I did a lesson not too long ago where I talked about how Yahweh Shai said they do always resist the spirit, right? Because Yahweh Shai was in every one of those times. He was the angel in the wilderness, right? He was the angel at the burning bush, right? He was a pillar of fire by day, or a pillar of fire by night, the cloud by day, right? He was the brass serpent lift up on the staff. He was there the whole time. So when he made that statement, he really saw that niggas would not get right. So for you bros to have this word and grind in it, you are the most valuable thing in the earth, man. You're the most valuable thing in this earth, man. Because the world to come is going to start with you. Right? It said, this is 1 John 2:13. I write unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I write unto you, young men, because ye have overcome the wicked one. I write unto you, little children, because ye have known the Father. I have written unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I have written unto you, young men, because ye are strong, and the word of the Most High abideth in you, and ye have overcome the wicked one. You see? Right? The Lord, when you read this, man, the Lord was working through Paul to say these things, man. I think this is Paul. Let me go back, No, this is John, right? The Lord was speaking through John to say these things. He's speaking right through him. So when these things were written, you know that this is what it was. You overcame. For bros to have this truth, man, you had to overcome the wicked one to some extent for you to even get the level of knowledge that you have, man. Daily being able to go into the scriptures and keep it a buck and not bug out and try to twist this thing for your own benefit. That's a conquering of the flesh, right? And now, while these women are going down, we coming up.